Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll pull out
grandfather.
your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you'd like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
That is what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of the Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of the moon. Third phase of the moon.
Ten, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm all right. Nobody worry about me. Helene's gonna treat me right. She's gonna go on me. Here comes the lightning. Ooh. And then comes the wind. Ooh. And then comes the rumble. Ooh. We're gonna go swimming in Helene when it gets here. We've already had a couple of bands of, you know how the bands of clouds, they just keep like, well, I mean, we've had a couple. And they were pretty bad. No wind, nothing like that. As a matter of fact, it is calm out there right now. But the air is thick with dew. You walk outside and it's like you're stepping in water air. That's the only way I can. Hey, what's that? Water air. Did I just wear this? Yeah, I just washed it again, but I moved it up in the rotation. So if you see in this shirt twice in a couple of days, that may be why. I don't know. But you know, until the storm actually makes its way, because it's coming, they actually have mandatory evacuations here in my county. Yeah. It's going to be bad. The next 12 hours. I'll either be here or be out there. I think I'm going to go live later when the storm gets bad. And I mean that. I want it. I want to be out in it. I want to be Jim Cantone from the Weather Channel, you know, have the wind blowing. I'm here. Can you hope you can still hear me with the wind and the rain? Yeah, that'll be me. And then I'll be, you know, I'll hold on to a pole, and then I'll do the flagpole thing, you know, and the wind's blowing me, and it's possible. It's going to be pretty bad. So they say. You know, these things have a tendency to just die, right? The storms just, I mean, oh, it's coming. Next thing you know, disintegrate. That's never happened. Not funny at all. Sorry about being a little late. It's exactly what you thought. Capiche? Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't remember the alarm going off. I know I set it. I have it set for every day at 6:45. Just in case. Where is Justin? Tonight, just briefly. Hey, Brett S., how you doing, man? Where you been? Long time no see. Oh. I can't leave. I'm one of them. Oh. I'll show you who I is. Here it is. I'll show you who I is. This is a comedian named James Gregory. Actually, this is so funny. I mean, it's funny, meaning I just saw this for the first time, but it's not that funny. It's funny. See, I don't want to sway you into thinking anyway on this, but this guy tells it like it is when it comes to hurricanes. Brett S., everybody.
Tornadoes are too quick. There's virtually no warning. They can show up, do their damage, be gone sometime in less than 3 minutes. Now listen carefully to what I'm telling you. But in the history of mankind, there has never, ever been any such thing as a sudden hurricane. They form hundreds of miles out over the ocean. They track them for 2 or 3 weeks. Every evening on the local television news, the anchor man says to the viewing audience, look, the hurricane will be coming through your neighborhood a week from Tuesday. And hell, they just wait on it. Tornadoes are too quick. There's virtually no warning.
Hey, it's true. Thanks, Brett. Welcome to the show. I don't know what's going on with the esophagus. What is natural technology? I made it up. No such thing. But how does one use it to travel the cosmos? Well, your mother's monkey nuts. God, why does that itch have to happen right now? Oumuamua was natural technology. What does he mean? We'll talk about natural technology in a minute. We got a little roll call to do for the show, though. Hope y'all are having a great week. Here in Florida, we're going to be in the midst of a hurricane, Helene. Now, Helene, she making her way up the west coast of Florida. I was going to say Florida, but I changed it. Now, calm down, y'all. I know you hate my accent because it ain't real. But this hurricane, it be making its way. Now, if it does do what they say it's going to do, we're going to have some fun. But I want you all to know it was really, really fun getting to know everybody. In case I don't make it. Wouldn't it be great? Oh, that'd be so great. He died. How did he die? Chasing the hurricane. Which one? Helene? Category 3? Yeah. What happened? Tree? He fell on him? No, he ran into it. On purpose? No, it fell in the road. He didn't see it. Oh. How'd he die, though? Like the impact, I get it. Oh, he went through the windshield, flew, landed in a nest that was in the tree, and then got eaten by crows. They pooped him all over. Glenn Collins, welcome to the show. Andy Cowley, what do you say there, AC? Good to see you. Paula Faust, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Faust. I don't know where that came from, but I like it. Welcome to the show, David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Never. But welcome to the show. Brett S. says, great to be back. I thought it said something else, like great to be black. I was like, hey, it is, isn't it? Kelly Lewis, the EW is. Welcome to the show. Hey, Marcel, how do you say that, Goofonian Metal Head? Moody Mongo, everybody. Moody Mongo. So I went to go work out, and there was a note on the door. Sorry. We closed the gym due to the hurricane and severe weather. Meanwhile, it was barely cloudy out at the time. And they closed it at noon. Noon. Nothing happened at noon. Nothing. Like, why'd they have to do that? There was no mandatory leaving. They live here. They have to stay in the community. They're not allowed to leave and go to an evacuation shelter. I just don't see me doing that. Although, if there was a large tree within falling distance of my home, then, and only then, I would probably go stay at my parents' house. They've got an extra bedroom over there. Not that I'd be using it, but that is a possibility. Now, one thing I am going to do immediately following the show is I got garbage bags, and I'm going to put all of my video recording stuff in the bags. I'm going to double bag it. Then I'm going to put them all in the car in a humidor and make sure no humidity gets inside any of that stuff. And I'm going to drive it to a place where I dug a hole in the ground. Don't worry, it's covered. I'm going to take all my stuff. I'm going to put it in this hole. Now, no water can get to it because I made it all up. But that's what we need to do. Alfie Joe Bob, welcome to the show. Good to see ya. Great to see you. Time surfing alien. How you been? All those towers I built around Tampa gonna stay standing. Towers? Welcome to the show. Hey, there he is, Mr. Sunshine. Bosses don't come late. They just come a little later. Freaking A, man. Dude, that's the best thing I've heard all year. You're right about that. Yeah. Welcome to the show again. Hey, there it is. Glenn Collins. Hey, Richie Giordano. How's things, brother? All good, I hope. Okay, so take care, bro. And thanks again for the other show. Just watched it now. Nice pair. You ended up talking to good girls. Well, I'm off. Take care. He's talking about the other channel. The two girls were having an argument and someone called the cops at them at the Wawa. So I was going to Burger King because that's what I do. And I see all these lights and 4 cop cars, SUVs, and 5 cops. So I'm like, ding, ding, ding. That's a free audit right there. There's a free video just for showing up. So I got the camera out. You know, I just got done working out. I'm starving. And I smoked a little Shiba, and I didn't know how high I looked. I mean, I looked tore up high. Like, I actually had a comment on it, like, it's because I'm high. So if the cops would have said, hey, and they looked at my eyes, they would have said, hi. Come here. Hi. That guy's high. And it was also weird because of my broken foot, I don't have the best of balance. So it probably looks like I'm drunk too when I'm walking. As I'm walking. Yeah. I should have went to jail. I should have went to jail yesterday. New freelancer. What's going on? Welcome to the show. McGurk72. Welcome to the show. Moody Mungo. We did that already. Okay, everybody. Moody Mungo. The Angel of GUFON. Jeanette Angère. Rel. Where's Shamo? I just saw Marcel's name keeps popping up, but I don't see Shamo. Oh, he's caught in a hurricane. Dan Peters, everybody. Welcome to the show. Communication towers down. Good luck. Yeah, if the power goes out, which it might, you know, we're probably not going to come back on, but I would be surprised. Hold on, let me close some things here. That shouldn't be there. 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 All right. How you doing? Yeah, I know. I should leave. Oh, yeah, I know. I love Reed Timmer. Shirtless, huh? What? Oh, no. Me? No. I'm not there yet. Next summer, I'll be shirtless all the time, but not until then. I've got a lot of work. You know, when you don't work your abs for 6 months, you actually lose them faster than any other muscle I've ever seen. For me, anyway. So I've got 6 months of work to do. Paula Faust, everybody. Welcome to the show. Section 47, welcome to the show. Let's get started. Zach Diecast Montu. Welcome to the show, big guy. How you doing? Been a minute. Good to see you. And there he is. All right, we can start. My hurricane balls for Metalhead. I got you covered. You're going to get the 6 a.m. slot because of the hurricane. Yeah. Enjoy those. Those are spiritual balls. You will enjoy them. And by the way, not one bad ball. I'm going to come out with a product called One Bad Ball. I love it. I don't give a Shiite Muslim. Shiite Muslim is the way you gotta pray to your God every day. Just get on your knees and be a Shiite Muslim. I just thought of that. That's a funny song right there. The Shiite Muslim. James Fox grifting as he does nowadays. Don't you love James Fox though? He acts like he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, he's always got this surprised look on his face, doesn't he? Leader Schumer. Remember that? Schumer? Who gives a shh? Who gives a Schumer? Who gives a Schumer? Well, James Fox is grifting his new documentary, and boy, oh boy, is he talking it up. Hey, you know, that's shit. That's bull crap. The story should be right here. And that's one thing I don't like about when you do some research on the cell phone and then you link it, you send it to yourself, the link. That's how I do my show. I send a link to myself. So everything's in my emails. And then when I'm done with the show, I delete everything. So, you know, who gives a shit? It's all over and done with. Right? So, but when you go sometimes to mobile to desktop, it's just not marrying the same way. It says the HollywoodReporter.com movies news, UFO doc, the program. He's calling it the program, y'all. Now I got to find out what the hell. See, that bothers me. I wanted to read. Oh, let me go on my phone. Hold on. I bet you it's on the phone. E-I-E-I-O. And on his phone, he had to read James Fox, the grifter, with a oink oink here and a piggy piggy there, shimmy shimmy pop pop, money money everywhere. Old James Fox just had to do this. It changed. Yeah, something's different. It's not in there anymore. Hold on, maybe it's here. Hold on. I may have found out where it could be. Beef, Pat Sajak's Wheel of Fortune, goodbye hits. Ugh. House of Dragon climbs to number 1. I've got to start watching that now. Yeah, I liked it when I saw the first 3 episodes, and then I got away from it. Oh, Marlena Shaw died, California Soul. She was 81. Wow, she looked good. Oh, that's an old picture. Young Sheldon, I never watched that. Robert De Niro, hate the guy, loved his movies, but he's got to go. He's absolutely insane now, right? The way he talks, I don't get it. Kevin Spacey's trying to make a comeback in life. Have you seen that? Yep, interesting. I'm looking for James Fox's thing. Oh, why don't I just search? Here we go. James Fox. Go. Hey, it works. You don't have... Yeah, I'll take it back. You have to be smarter, Rich, than the actual link itself. All right, so let's put it in here for the desktop and type in James Frogs. There it is. New UFO doc, the program set from the phenomenon director James Fox. You know why James Fox needs to be talked about? Because he left a footprint in ufology unlike any other documentarian in this field. More than Third Phase of Moon. Sad to say, boys, but they know. James Fox, anytime you spend 6 years making something, it should be really good, right? And The Phenomenon was good. And some other movies, the first 2, I Know What You Did. No, wait, no. I Know What I Saw. I Know What I Saw. I Know What You Did Last Summer. He did that. And there's another one from back in the day, like 20 years ago, that really set him apart from every other person who's making documentaries at the time. Just so well done. However, yeah, ever since he kind of got, everybody who was with 1021 Productions, is that it? 1091 Productions got ripped off. Greer, the Cousins brothers, James Fox, Corbell, everybody got ripped off by that company, and it turned James Fox into a grifter overnight. It did. I've never seen a guy more hungry since Corbell trying to sell their product, based on nothing. And that's what a good salesperson does. They sell ice to Eskimos. They sell air to humans. Huh? They do, actually. Do you know we actually buy water and it's free? Hello? Hello? I don't. I drink right out of the tap now. You know why? Don't care. If they're going to get me, they're going to get me. Then we sue the city. Sue the city. Nah, I don't sue anybody. Sue. No, wrong. Sioux City. There you go. So here it is. And let's take a little read, shall we? What does it say? The feature, which will be screened for buyers, will focus on the bipartisan congressional effort to uncover government knowledge about UFOs, UAPs. As the conversation around UFOs continues to heat up on Capitol Hill, documentarian James Fox has set his next feature on the subject. Fox directs the program, which is described as exploring the unprecedented bipartisan congressional effort to uncover what intelligence agencies really know about UFOs, now referred to as UAP. No. I wish they would stop the nonsense. In July 2023, 3 former Pentagon officials testified about their experience with sightings UFOs, and the Senate introduced bipartisan UAP Disclosure Act. Earlier this month, it was reported that the Senate Armed Services Committee is looking to hold a UFO hearing after the elections in November. What's this? Get insured today. L-based trucking insurance. Never pay for idle time. Miles per canal. Miles per canal. Oh, that's an ad. Sorry. Canal. Kennel. Lanac. Canal. Canal. Schlemiel. Schlemazel. That was an ad. The doc, narrated by Peter Coyote, will include extensive interviews with insiders, experts, and politicians. Christopher Mellonhead, the former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, and Stanford University's Dr. Gary Nolan, will be among those who appear in the documentary. Also, Jason Sands. This movie just took a master sergeant in the United States Air Force, Craig Lindsay, formerly of Scotland's Royal Air Force Office, and Nicholas Pope, formerly of the UK's MOD. God, did you see what James Fox did? He didn't get really what he did. He just got fillers for the movie. No, really. There's no star. And Nick Pope, nobody needs to hear from Nick Pope. When you see Nick Pope in anyone's documentary, it's because they need 5 minutes. Seriously, they couldn't get anybody else. That's all it is. Nick Pope hasn't said anything new in 27 years. That's why. I'm telling you. I know what I'm doing. Tim Birch are interviewed. Who cares what Tim Burchett says? But we need to know. Andre Carson, Senator Harry Reid, UK. Oh, we already did that. I went backwards. Fox, James, and Lance Mungi produced the document. Oh, wow. He had help from Lance Mungia. James Fox literally split this movie. Oh, no wonder why he's grifting. He needs to double up the money to make more. He's splitting it. What a greedy little... I can't say it. Oh no, I can't believe what I'm reading. Fox and Lance Mungia produced the doc with Jim Martin and Henry Marks of Lab 9 Films executive producing. Oh, if you guys only knew the behind the scenes bullshit. Verve Ventures is handling sales, with the documentary set to screen for buyers. I've been making films on the topic of UFOs, now referred to as... They're not fucking you referred to as UAP, you sea sucker. Since the early 1990s, I never thought I'd live to see the day when high-level military officials would testify. Leader Shermer? What? Would testify under oath to a bipartisan group of lawmakers that the United States government has been hiding definitive proof that we are not alone. Gee, hey, bro, dude, Jim, James, Mr. Fox. Oh, my. You know what you need to do, bro? You know what you need to do, bro? You know what he needs to do? Get a clue. Buy a clue. This is sad. This is sad. can I just say something with no respect to anybody in the field, except for Lou Elizondo? How you doing, Lou? This movie, it'll probably be good, right? I don't know. It probably will. But I don't think we're going to hear anything new. And this is the problem that documentarians are having. Who are they going to get that's going to put asses in the seats, right? Who are they going to... Hey! Who are they going to get? Who are they going to get to be in their movie for free? Yeah, you hope you don't have to pay anybody, right? It's a tough time to be a documentarian. Everybody's been talked to through ad nauseum. Nothing new is happening. You know, unless you want to talk to the new Arrow guy, you know, that dude, whatever his name is now. You want to talk to Jason Sands for whatever reason. Nobody else is talking to him. Thank God. Nobody wants to hear from that guy anyway. That's a mistake having having that guy in his movie. But, you know, you get what you can get when there's not much excitement going on. And James Fox is probably running out of ideas. What am I going to do? How am I going to come up with an original thought for the next movie? Because his last couple haven't really, other than the Phenomenon, I really haven't really loved the movies at all. I didn't even love Phenomenon. It was all right. And it's not because I'm jaded against the whole thing. No, it's not. I can see something good and something boring. I can judge. I'm a human. I'm just like you. It's not that hard. I'm not a changed person. If it's good, it's good. I think at this point in juncture in our careers here, we could all say, yeah, I think I believe you, Rich, when you're going to say, yeah, it's good, it's bad, it's not, you know, don't watch it, see it, that kind of shit. I think I earned it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's just all suggestions, guys. I'm busting chops here. Just be careful when you're watching a James Fox movie that you don't get caught up in the grift. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He says he's been making the movies for a while. He never thought he'd see the day where the government would talk about it, you know, all that shit he just said. And then he said, added Martin and Marks, we are thrilled to bring James Fox's most powerful work, The Program, to the widest possible audience possible. The film is banging on the door of UFO disclosure, demanding the attention and conversation it deserves. The conversation about UFOs is heating up as the top officials continue to share their stories, Recently, Jay Stratton, the biggest loser, liar, storyteller, Fantasyland lover, and the guy who's responsible for spreading false information to all those in government. A bold-faced disinfo agent. He's an inside guy doing the job from the inside, just like he's told to do. And they all eat it. Oh, and you remember what James Stratton said? Well, you know, whatever James Stratton says goes, I guess. Fantasyland. That's where David Grush got his stories. From that fool. Among other fools. Whistleblower. David Grush is so far from a whistleblower. I mean, he might as well be sucking instead of blowing. You know what I mean? Did I just say that? And I mean that with no respect. None. I don't like the way they rolled him out. I hated it. Hated it. Because he's not a real whistleblower. And if you or anybody else thinks that he is a real whistleblower, you don't know what a whistleblower is. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just anybody who tells on somebody is a whistleblower. Is that what we're doing now? Is that how we took the meaning of the word whistleblower, the importance of what a whistleblower is, and degraded it to a third rate hearsay guy. Oh, later on he's all like, I had firsthand account. No, you haven't. I'm just not allowed to talk. You know what? Shove it up your ass. You should have started with that, and you didn't. You only talked about it because people got on you. Grush. Flush the Grush. That's the handle for Flush the Grush. You have all been duped if you believe in that guy. Anything that guy says. I mean it. About UFOs and all that stuff. Sure. But you know where he heard the stories? From Stratton and all the others. Christopher Mellenhead and all the others. And then, then he starts talking, I heard these stories from Corbell, heard them from him. And I also heard it from Harry Reid, I also heard stories from Bigelow. Oh, Bigelow. Bigelow has had the ranch, right? The money cow of Paranormal, and didn't share one video, one audio, one piece of evidence because there wasn't any on Skinwalker Ranch. None. According to the people that worked there that whistleblew what really went on there, they were told to find stuff or get out. If you can't find anything paranormal, you're not doing your job, he tells them. God, I hate losers like that. People who can't face the reality in front of them that you've been duped yourself, jackass. You bought into the stupid story, you schmohawk. And you blew it up and you got 22 mil for absolutely nothing but paychecks. These guys were standing around that place for what, almost a decade? Not one shred of evidence, according to everybody that spoke. And if there was something, oh boy, it better be good. What a horrible thing. What a horrible existence that they must be living. Jeff Garvey! Is that a $5 super dono? It sure is, folks. Yeah, I forgot to mention it. If you want to help support the show, which is Truthology for Ufology /GUFON, you can do so. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, and Cash App. All the links are in the show description right here. You could even hit that join button. Yeah, that'll get you a membership every month. Little perks here and there. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Jeff Garvey, thank you very much. A continuing supporter of GUFON, he is. Thank you very much, man. Good to see you. What's up, Thor? Panku? What's up, Cabalion? How you guys doing tonight? It's Mr. Ed Chaffee. Shuffet? I know, shove it. You have to say it like shove it. How you doing, man? Did you just throw another? Is that 2 now? Oh, it's Jar Jar. Oh, wow. Hey, wow. Thank you, guys. What's going on? Thank you very much, Ed Shafat. And I'm glad to see you, man. Glad you're doing okay. Yet this may be our last time speaking, if Helene takes me out tonight. Takes me out tonight. I don't want to get struck by a tree and die. But I have a vision. It hurts. I think I get hit by a tree while I'm driving. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Ed Chavette. I know, Chavette. I said it right. Chavette. Why, when you overthink your name, it makes it that much more difficult. So I was walking through the park and Chavette. See? That's Major Hurricane. Take it serious. I am. I don't know what else to do. There's an evacuation place not far from me. I live in a very, I live in a place that's higher than most places, so I won't be flooded. Although I can be stuck in between the gullies they have here, and some, the roads go up and down and split. So it's possible. The one thing, Jar Jar, and thank you very much for being a continuing supporter of GUFON and caring enough to tell me to be serious, don't mess around, because it's nothing to mess around with. And I'm not. I'm excited because it's violence that we don't normally get to see up close. Something I've never witnessed other than severe thunderstorms, in the monsoon season in Arizona, which used to be very bad in the 80s, but has since never been like that. Due to global warming and the heat island and the city and the what do they call it? The asphalt jungle. So stupid. Oh, you know what? And thank you very much, Jar Jar, a continuing supporter of GUFON. Austin Markey. I know. I'll be all right. What? What happened? Another one? Anjali's here. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for visiting. Hope all is well. Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine. That translates to $1 million. That's 10. Thank you so much, Mr. Sunshine. Really, you've gone above and beyond. Seriously, I appreciate it. And we should all go to your channel and subscribe to it too, right? Isn't that Mr. Sunshine? Right? No? Isn't it? I've been meeting a lot of new channels lately because of the other channel. And I get confused. I don't see your channel as Mr. Sunshine. That's not it. It's the disclosure one, isn't it? Hold on. Here we go. Here it is. All right. Right? Isn't that UFO disclosure? Well, everybody should check out Mr. Sunshine. I would tell everybody where it is. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just confused right now. And there's also Joel, who has UFO Disclosure TV, who, by the way, you guys have really stepped up. That guy got like 200 subs. It's unbelievable. Thank you for that. He's a good guy. All right. So thank you for the support again, Mr. Sunshine. Mucho gusto generoso, as I used to say. Brett S. That is $20, the tradition. 5 gallons of gas for car. Actually, I paid $2.93 a gallon. I paid it was $24 to fill up the car. And I already had a couple of gallons in there, but $2.93. I mean, it's not $2, but we're getting there. Thank you very much, Brett S. So, I do need gas. Thank you very much, which is true. Thank you so much for the contribution and keeping us afloat, as they say, for lack of a better term, during a hurricane. Good to see you, Brett. You guys are awesome. Hey, it is Dorothy. Hey, Dorothy. I don't know if I said hi or if I missed, but I'm sorry if I did. Hey, Mike, Denmark, how are you? Good to see everybody. There's Anjali. Nice to see you. I don't like the way the faces and all your emojis for everybody doesn't show up consistently on my end. It's very strange. Sacred Teachings, how are you? Why is there still no update? Oh, thank you for asking. Anjali Tornado, I know. There's only so much. You know what's bad about this storm? The brunt of it's coming when everybody's going to be sleeping. Thursday, tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fantastic. The storm's really coming in at 1 in the morning, 2. It's, you know, we're just getting the early bands. But Sacred Teachings, good to see you, and I don't know. I don't know why there would be any more updates until somebody just figures something else out. It's an interesting little UFO. I've always liked and hated the jellyfish UFO. Because if those were balloons, if that was a balloon, why aren't they moving around, you know, being irritated? You know, it's very strange. It is a very strange sighting. I have to admit that stuff. We can't just forget it and say, oh, yeah, that's not unique. It's unique. Why is it unique? I don't know yet. I know that it's stiff as a board, and I don't know how they did it. Unless the whole thing is just one continual shape. You know, it's just a balloon of some sort. It's, you know, that's it. Wasn't there that one that did look like the blow-up dolls, like, you know, sex dolls? Right? There was that one. I'm not joking. All right, we'll finish up James Fox. I'm sorry, Jamie. Poor James Fox. He doesn't understand. Well, is that it? No? Yeah. Oh, we got more? Oh, that's it. Who's that guy? That's Richard Gere. Getting old stinks. Oh, this is it. Well, the conversation about UFOs is heating up as officials continue to share their stories. Recently, Jay Stratton, and I complained, former head of Pentagon's Elizondo, released a book imminent, yabba dabba doo. All right, that's it. Yeah, I don't like the way that story just ended. Right? Look, there's nothing else. It doesn't tell me to go anywhere. It's it. Well, anyway, it's James Fox, another movie with nothing. Oh, wait a minute. No, now, funny thing, you mentioned the where's the evidence on the jellyfish? Where's the evidence on James Fox's last movie with the alien creature that we were supposed to get an update on? I thought they actually had evidence that they have a video of this thing, right? I don't know. What's going on in this chat room over here? It might be raining fish by 3. That's true. I don't live that far from the coast. Anything's possible. Yeah, I'm just looking at you guys in the chat, seeing if anything. Well, right now it's a 1, but they're predicting an easy 3. So that's 120 miles an hour, I believe. Let's do this. Into thin air. It's the top of the hour. We just missed it. But let me pull up Into Thin Air and we'll take a look. See what I2TA has to say. I2T. Oh, it's Into Thin Air. Into Thin Air. And a gush. Excuse me. And I was right. The hurricane is going to hit right where I said it was. So it's not going to be close enough to me, I think, to bring the damage of a 3. I think we're just going to get sideswiped, which is fine by me. I'd like to keep my house. I mean, that is the goal. How do I get rid of that? There we go. I couldn't get rid of it. All right. This was just put out about 5 hours ago. You guys like that whole song there, so here you go.
All right, my friends, welcome back. September 25th, and we already have Hurricane Helene about to enter the Gulf of Mexico. As I've been saying for over a week now, this storm is going to shoot the gap between Cancun and Cuba and make a major hurricane landfall somewhere in the state of Florida. That is all still very much the same right now. We may have a western shift, putting more of a direct hit on the Panhandle and possibly even Alabama by the end of this. But right now, what needs to be understood is that this storm will be going through rapid intensification intensification and will likely be a major hurricane within the next 24 hours. That means it will at least be a Category 3 by this time tomorrow, leaving almost another 12 to 18 hours for this thing to strengthen from a 3 to an even bigger storm. In fact, we've seen storms go from nothing but tropical depressions to full-blown Category 4 or 5 hurricanes within a 24-hour period. The conditions in the Gulf are absolutely perfect for this type of development, and that is why you're seeing more of these mainstream media sites talking about this being a major hurricane. We've been talking about it here for over a week now. Hurricane Helene is obviously a Category 1 hurricane, 80 mile per hour sustained winds, 979 millibars. This is only the beginning of what this storm is about to produce. And as you can see on the updated timing chart, we are looking at a 7 p.m. Thursday night landfall. And as I said here, also a slight shift to the west, putting this more of a direct hit on the Panhandle, rather than what we saw more of yesterday, where it was coming in at more of an angle, putting a lot more of southeastern Georgia within this mix. But now we're seeing this thing coming more of a straight line up and then hooking off into the west once it makes landfall and pushing through Alabama and Georgia. Now, besides the obvious deadly winds, the storm surge involved with this storm is going to be completely devastating, specifically for coastal areas. That's why these mandatory evacuations have been underway, and that is why you're seeing anywhere from a 10 to 15 foot storm surge. This could get higher. Keep in mind, this is if this makes landfall as a Category 3. If it's higher as a 4 or 5, make this about 13 to 18 feet of storm surge. And finally, not that I need to show anyone, but basically every single county in Florida is under some sort of hurricane warning, watch, or mandatory evacuation. All right, everyone, there is not much else to say about preparations for this storm. You need to have a plan. You need to be moving if you are in any of these hot spots.
I'm not buying it. I said all along, I'm not really that worried. I mean, I am, but I'm not. It's just I've had this feeling since the beginning that it wasn't going to be a direct hit, that it wasn't going to be as bad as everybody's thinking it's going to be. And it seems like it is going out to the west, and it's going to go all the way to California. That's what's going to happen. We're not going to see anything. I know it. All I want to do is live in the eye just for that little moment, and then that's it. That's all I'm asking. Just put me in the eye. Would be good. I'm going to go. All right. So I want and I need everybody to think positively for a moment. I'm going to show you something that is going to probably change GUFON and our existence here on the internet. And I don't know if it can happen, but it came today. The software to transfer my UFO videos to the computer. If the storm doesn't destroy my house, we will see videos starting this weekend. I have an idea on how I want to do it, though. I want to put it together in a way where it's a progression from the beginning, because there's so much. Like, I have everything numbered, everything itemized. So tape 1 will be my first sighting, my first triangle sighting, which it really is. And you guys will see that, and then I'll show you some videos where I made mistakes and I'm like, oh, I thought that was, but it wasn't. It was we'll do that game, and then I'll explain how you make mistakes and how I made mistakes and how other people, I already said that. And then when the insanity of being followed is shown to the world, that's what I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what you guys say when you see the couple on the mountain. And I go drive to the mountain I leave the recorder in the backyard, recording them on the mountain, get in my car with another camera, drive up to them a half mile away to make believe I'm lost. And as I'm driving there, I don't know this, but when I watched the backyard camera, they were throwing stuff in the back of the truck, and they're trying to get out of there. They came down that mountain so fast. It was crazy. They saw me coming, and you see the guy looking, because you can see right into my backyard from half a mile away, and he does something, and then all of a sudden you see a woman. She comes, and then she looks at me, and then they started throwing, like they must have been listening to me. It's like they knew I was coming. It's weird. Then, when I'm not in the backyard, and I'm down the street talking to them because I blocked them from leaving, because I asked them, hey, wait a minute. I asked for directions. As I'm away from my home, someone or something sounded like it jumped over a wall, walked up to the camera, and was looking through the eyepiece. And you could hear them walk away, and they step on a rock, and you get, the crunch of a rock on gravel and shit. It is so weird. That's what I want people to see. I'm so excited if it works. I can't believe it. All this time. But it'll be fun. And then, we can show other stuff now. I can show a lot of things I wasn't I didn't know I could show, like I think like some things with the documentaries I was in, like Fast Walkers, and I have some clips from that, like behind the scenes stuff, and other interviews, like a couple of Dr. Lynn Ketai interviews that nobody's ever seen, a couple of interesting pieces of evidence of a ghost hunt in my backyard, which at the time there was a Mormon church that was built there. And ever since they put that church in there, we had very strange activity going on in the house. Like really crazy stuff. Like just bursts of wind. You'll be sitting there and all of a sudden, like right up your nose. And I told the story before, I'm making toast, and I felt a big burst of air go straight up me. Like it went in my clothes, came out, and I smelled it. It didn't really have it. I guess it was a light, like static electricity type of deal, I guess. I didn't really think about it that much, but I'm trying to remember. But all of a sudden I hear my wife at the time, who was upstairs in the bathroom getting ready for work. I hear her yell something, and then I wanted to yell. So I go, why? I was just going to say something. I go, you won't believe what just happened. And she goes, let me guess, a burst of air? And I go, yeah, how'd you know? She goes, something just happened. And then she told me, so what had happened, it went right up to me, right up the ceiling to where she was in the bathroom. It scared the shit out of her. She couldn't understand where this air came from that hit her in the face, she said. So weird stuff like that. Hold on. That was a weird noise. I've never heard that. It came out of my phone. All right. Hey, you know, it's 4:20 somewhere right now. So enjoy. Go ahead. Take it. Do what you got to do. But anyway, those are the things that, you know, will be talked about. I also have my own personal interviews where I sat down, talked about things that just happened, especially the dreams or the visitation. I've got the crop circles on video, grass circles, a lot of cool stuff, man. Never been able to show anybody yet. Okay, so I want to show you this video of a giant UFO. Apparently, it's underground in this, well, they're saying an ancient mountain. But when you look at where or who dropped the video, it's the new secure team, World News X, dropping down the giant UFO. I was thinking of Rose Cuckold for some reason. Go. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
In an ancient mountain, an unexpected discovery is revealed. A massive UFO begins to emerge from beneath the earth. The surface of the UFO bears strange and alien structures. A mysterious entrance is discovered beneath the layers of earth. Inside the ship lies a completely different world. Strange devices appear inside the ship, glowing with unexplained lights. A mysterious energy source emanates from the center of the ship. Unusual phenomena start occurring around the ship. The ship begins to emit strange sounds and vibrates intensely. On a quiet night, the ship suddenly disappears. Only faint traces remain on the ground. Many theories about the ship's mysterious disappearance are raised. The villagers return to the excavation site to search for more clues. Despite efforts, the mystery of the UFO remains unsolved.
Does anybody get the feeling that none of these clips that we're seeing here have anything to do with the story? These are just random B-roll footage clips. A man around fire, right?
The future of this
flying over a hole in the ground in ancient places, stuff like that.
Is still an enigma. The villagers begin to ponder this strange
There's no
occurrence.
continuity.
Everyone tries to find any remaining trace.
Yeah, well, put in the movie Goonies while we're at it.
But all that's left is silence.
What am I watching? A James Fox movie? Oh, that's gotta be smart.
And emptiness. Questions about the disappearance remain unanswered. The mystery remains.
First of all, the mystery is a lie until it isn't. Why is it that anytime somebody or someone or some person, every time somebody finds something, all of a sudden it disappears? Remember Mel's hole? He had this hole in the ground. Supposed weird things happened. And the next thing you know, he leaves to go get some food or some shit, comes back and his land is seized. And the hole's covered. Nobody can ever see it again. And then he moves to another home. It just so happens to have another hole on its property. And that too gets seized when he goes to the store to buy fruit. Why? Why does it always have to... what's so special about these holes that the government has to... It's all fake. I thought so. See, we don't know. We don't know what the truth is. What is the truth? Nobody knows the truth. All right. Now, I'm going to play this clip, and this might be the best explanation I've ever heard on what happens when we die. This showed up on my feed minutes before we came on live, sleeping. And I think this is on the Late Show with Craig, not Fitzsimmons. Anyway, you'll see. Well, you won't. But here's an interesting answer from Ethan Hawke, who plays Ethan Hawke in real life. Go.
Ethan Hawke, what do you think happens when we die? You ready? I don't think we die. I don't think that we have an understanding of the divine concept of time. I don't think we're any more capable of understanding a clock than a dog is. And I think something much bigger is going on than we're aware of in our day-to-day routines. So I don't think I have the intelligence or the DNA makeup to answer that question.
Sounds like a cop-out. He doesn't have the intelligence to answer that question. Nobody knows. But that's a cop-out answer. Right? Because the host is asking, what's your opinion? Not, what do you think so-and-so thinks? Right? Tell us what you think death is. I'll tell you what I think. And then you could put your answers down in the chat room if you want to interject with each other or whatever. But what is death? Now, the easy answer that I think scientists would say would be death is the end of living. You cease to exist in this world, in consciousness, no heartbeat, no carbon dioxide being released from your breathing or farting. You are done. You will be replenished into the earth, whether it be by natural dissolution, natural decay, or burned. No, but I think people want there to be a continuance because it is really scary to think about the existence of nothing. Right? It would be akin to being put in a coffin and buried alive. That's friggin' scary. That's death. That's not what people want to think. So they came up with a way to make everybody feel that death is a good thing. Shh, I'm not done yet. You don't know where I'm going. I might say that. So, yeah. You've got two mouths and one ear. All right? So, if we die and nothing happens, we don't see anything, we don't exist, and you have to answer this question for me to go any further. For me to answer, what do I think happens when we die? You have to answer this question. And I want you to use this technique when somebody asks you, what do you think happens when you die? Say this. Tell me what happened before you were born. That's death. Beautiful answer. You answered it without answering it. Because that is death. And I thought about this. I'm like, well, death is just like being unborn. What did I do before I got here? I don't know. I don't remember. Or I didn't. Or this is my first time being here. Right? I have no recollection of another life. This is my first time enjoying it. It's kind of nice. But we all know that's not true. Right? How do you know? Well, we don't know, but people say. People who? Psychics. So we're taking all of our faith and we're going to base it on what a psychic says. You can do that. Or you can just go by the Bible. Buy the Bible? No. along with the Bible, not to purchase the Bible, along with it. You want a story? You want a backstory? You want to know what you are? Read the Bible. No. Why? It's the truth. Says you. Says you. How many gods are there? How many Bibles are there? Come on, man. People are looking for an easy way to face death, and I don't blame them, because I have taken that role as somebody who has faced it closer than I'd like to believe, and don't want it. And I am scared of it. I'm scared that I'm going to die and it's just black forever, or until the next light appears. Oh, I got to go that way? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Nobody comes back to tell us. Sure, there are some stories, and we've heard of children who come back and they talk as if they've already lived, right? They have certain even birthmarks on them that were similar to their other child who was killed, right? So this one was born, could be a reincarnation with the same birthmarks and stuff. That to me is weird. But it could just be a genetic glitch, right? There's probably an easy explanation for it. The DNA is the same. Of course it's going to have those same birthmarks. Not of course. It's not how it works with birthmarks. We all know that. Birthmarks are apparently random. Well, unless you're a redhead, but that's due to the pigmentation of a redhead. It has nothing to do with just because your aunt or uncle had them. Sure, if they were redheads and it came down and passed generation, maybe, yeah, that's it. But you know what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what happens after we die. We could all speculate, but I thought about it. I think about it all the time. I asked my mother about it because, she's 81. She says, I try not to think about it. You can't blame her. When she does think about it, she gets scared. She doesn't want to die, she said. Who does? Maybe, just maybe, you or your soul, because remember, the soul is you. Your soul goes from avatar to body bag to body bag to whatever to whatever to whatever. We don't know. Can you be reincarnated as somebody else? Can you be reincarnated as a king if you choose to be? Can you be reincarnated as a fish if you choose to be? I don't like the answer yes, yes, and yes. I think that's a cop-out answer because you don't have the answer. So it's best to say, yeah, you can be anything you want to be. No, I don't think so. That's just what I believe. So who's right? The person who's been saying it longer is right. I don't know. Excuse me. What just happened? I heard a couple of bells go off. Oh, Bernie. Bernie celebrates 29 months. 30 months is the longest, so you're right there, Chief. He says, Rich, please, you and your parents get out of Florida without GUFON. I'll go take care, brother. We love GUFON rocks and alien bless. You know what? Even if GUFON dies, it lives in us all. Yes, brother. I need a drink. Hold on. Mimi, you, Luke, hi, Amperu. from Star Wars. Luke! Thank you, Bernie. I know you care. But nothing's going to happen, Uncle Richie. You don't worry about a thing. Don't worry. I'll be all right. I hope. I may have gotten the entire night crew of a Burger King fired. So get this. I go to Burger King this morning. And I did the audit yesterday when I got the girls and everything. So I did this audit last night right after I worked out. I went to go get something to eat. And Burger King closes at 11. And I know them there. They know me and they make the best. They give a little extra love. You know, it's always good. But I get there and I see cops, 4 cop cars and a couple of girls being surrounded by cops. So I whipped out the camera and started recording. I noticed behind me that the Burger King is closed. Like, what's 20 to 11? Now, about a week ago, I went there at 10 till 11, and she said the computers were down, which I found out was a lie. They have been closing early, and nobody believed the daytime manager who was out one night. She tells me this morning. And she says, we were out clubbing and whatnot, and we wanted to get some food. So she goes, we roll up on the Burger King and it's closed. Meanwhile, she works there. And she's like, why is it closed? Get this. It's supposed to be open till midnight. I've been going there religiously all year. They told me at 11. They close at 11. But this girl told the main boss and they didn't believe her. What do you mean? They don't believe you. All they have to do is look at the alarm, look at when the registers are closed out, look at when the last customer came in. How hard is this? I asked her. She goes, they don't do that. I go, what do you mean they won't? She goes, they're not going to research it because they don't believe it, that they would close early. And I go, well, now you got me. She goes, I know. I go, but I don't want anybody to get in trouble. I was just wondering what happened because I asked, I go, what happened? Did the computers go down again? And she goes, what do you mean? I go, well, I was recording the police last night and I saw you guys were closed. And I was here a week ago and they closed early because of the computer system shutting down. She goes, hold on. She comes back with the other girl who they didn't believe. And she's like, what happened? I go, well, from what I understand, you guys close at 11 o'clock. I've been coming here for over a year and a half religiously, and I get here before 11 because I was told they closed at 11, which they do. And she goes, you know what's funny? I drove by and I told them they were closed one night and they didn't believe me. And I told her, it's been happening. It's been at least a whole year. She goes, you want to hear something sad? She goes, they have to cut our hours. I'm only working 27 hours a week because they've been losing money on the night shift that the money doesn't, they have to cut our hours. She goes, now I know why. I go, can you imagine an hour? That's 30 hours a month, 29, 30, that they're shutting down. That's like a whole day and 6 hours of business. That's crazy. Do you know how much money they make in a day, I imagine? So I thought, what a horrible thing they're doing on the night shift. They've been closing down at 11 for over a year, turning away customers to the point where they can't hire new people. They're not meeting the quota. The business is failing. You never know, they might close it down because these people shut down an hour early. It's insane what's happened. An hour and a half. It's because they want to go home. Like, why do you have the job if you don't want to work? Just give it up. Well, no customers come in for the... No, I come in. I'm one. I'll come in at between 11 and 12. More than I would between 10 and 11. Because my workouts usually go to 11. Anyway, I gave her my phone number and I said, you know what you should do? Don't say shit and gather up the evidence. You come by and take pictures of the place closed at 11. You do it. Then bring them the evidence. She goes, that's really true. I should do that. I go, because if you go yapping and say, hey, there's a guy who says, you know, he's been coming here for 6 months and they closed down early. Who's the guy? A guy? But I can prove it. I have on video from last night showing the Burger King was closed. I don't know why I told you that story, but it's amazing to me what people try to do in this day and age. Like, they don't want to work. Like, and why wouldn't they investigate a claim like that from one of your managers at night who's saying, look, they're closing early? How do you not look into that? How do you not know? Oh, never mind. Anyway, the real thing about natural technology is the rock. Oumuamua. Natural technology. If Oumuamua turned out to be a ship, and let's say they landed on it, thanks Bernie, and meanwhile Oumuamua is going through the cosmos, right? And they can transform that rock into a living station. And it's already got the propulsion, it's already in motion. That's the natural technology. That's what I was talking about. Natural technology. It's already happening. All you got to do is join it, turn it into whatever you want, and keep going along for the ride. That is how we need to go across the cosmos, on a rock. That's what they need to do, is find one of these rogue asteroids and hitch a ride on it with a rover or whatever. Right? Land on it and then turn your engines off for 40 years, whatever. Right? Crazy. Crazy that could actually be real. Well, I want to thank everybody tonight. I know we started a little late, but the time is the time, and we usually go right around now. But I appreciate you hanging out, waiting for me to start tonight. And by God, thank you for the support, the super chat, super stickers, becoming members, all that stuff. Thank you, everybody, for your help. GUFON is going to be turning it up. It's going to be fun now. Now that I can get these videos out, I'm probably going to make another channel for the videos. So when we talk about them, it'll be from another channel. Maybe GUFON this. GUFON this. I like it. But we'll have to probably do Rich Giordano's UFOs. All right. That's what we're going to call it. Rich G's UFOs. The UFO Chronicles of Rich G is what it used to be. That used to be my YouTube channel. 10,000 subs. Whatever. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. And like I said, moderators and super chatters, thank you for your time and your support. And newcomers and veterans, love seeing you guys meet each other and talking it up. Lou Elizondo, even you. See? Didn't talk about you at all, really. If he's still here. So, I'm waiting. It's coming. And here it is. You know. It's Truthology for ufology. It's for you. So thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. And wait now. Tomorrow, I don't think there's going to be a show like this. But there might be some live stuff happening throughout the night tomorrow. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun. Helene. Beta. Is that it? I don't want to go. I hate goodbye. I hate saying goodbye. But we got to go. All right. Be safe out there. I will be safe. I will survive. Do not worry too much, but I will take a prayer just in case. You never know, folks. Everything's charged. I got candles. I've got water. I've got Gatorade. I've got it all. And I'll be putting out shorts. All right. Be safe. And alien bless.
There's a weird thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of the and why did it downward treasured sight?